What is up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube in the channel. My name is Tyler, aka Red Coleman, and this is the SDL, the Sunrise Draft League Draft Analysis. So I've been putting off making this video for a little bit, ever since the draft happened. I wanted to make sure that everything was, done, and we only got a few more days until week 1 actually starts. By the time this video is out, though, week 1 should have already started, because we had, a long-ass, 1 week break from the end of the draft and actual week 1. So, yeah. I don't know how good the quality of this recording is going to be, because this isn't in OBS. The rest of my actual battles are going to be on OBS. But, yeah. Any channels from the draft league, like the person that is doing the power rankings, other people that are battling, linked in the description if you want to go check them out, and see their side of battles in the league, okay? So, going into this draft, I knew that I wanted to focus around, a certain core. I always wanted a certain, base around my team, and for this, I had a few ideas. I also, in this league, I have a front office, so they also had a few ideas. I liked the look of this Pokemon right here, Kyurem Black. In this league, Dragon Dance is banned, but I can still use Icicle Spear, so it's still very good. Kyurem Black has amazing coverage moves like Earth Power, gets Iron Head, the Rock Slide, Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball. It can run mixed with physical and special. Gets moves also like, Dual Wing Beat, but Fusion Bolt is wow. Focus Blast is a good coverage mover. The ability Terra Volt as well is very good. Just in my personal opinion, because I always saw Mold Breaker on Esco and stuff being so good against certain Pokemon. With their ability to help them so much, like Levitate and stuff like that. So I think Terra Volt is a very good ability, and Kyurem Black is a big offensive third Pokemon. That 95 speed stat isn't the worst as well. In a Gen 8, where probably the mid speed tier in Gen 8 is 90 or 95, and this is the beta on that 95, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I like it. And then I need another Pokemon to go around with this Clefable-ish core, Just a sec. Yeah, so, as I said before, I wanted to focus on a core. Some of the cores that we did have in mind when we were in front office was Dragapult and Mandibuzz, then plus a Ward Breaker, Coco and Garchomp, Tapu Koko and Garchomp, Tornado Styrian and Slowbro, and then we had Latios and the other Pokemon I drafted. We had Lopunny, Aegislash as an Assault core, and Celesteela and Gliscor. And then, my main one that stood out to me in my mind wasn't even on the list, but it was Kyurem Black and Clefable. That offensive and defensive core right there is so very good, and having those two core Pokemon that are in that Dragon Fairy Steel core is very good when they're very good Pokemon. And already I have one of the best, Dragon Fairy Steel cores without even getting my Steel type yet. Which is incredible without even using a 22 tier Pokemon as well. Having these much good Pokemon surrounding my main basis of the team is very good in my personal opinion. It gets Wish, so it can support Kyurem Black, since Kyurem Black, it has defenses, but it isn't used for its defenses that much, unless you're doing a substitute toxic set. So Clefable can help it out to just keep on switching and stuff if I'm not running heavy duty boots on it. So I'll take Stealth Rock damage, and Wish would be very nice to go to my Kyurem Black. Also, again, it gets some good coverage moves like Flamethrower and Ice Beam Knockoff. Gets Psychic moves as well, so it's not a bad Pokemon. It gets Stealth Rocks. It's a very valuable Pokemon in my personal opinion, because it can get those coverage moves. It can also support with Wish, and it can get moves like Thunder Wave and Toxic and etc. to whittle you down as a bulky Pokemon. Next Pokemon was actually Pokemon my front officer a bit ishy on. I believe they were a bit ishy. I don't really know. But I've used it before, and I feel very confident in that Pokemon. And that's Rotom Wash. I've used Rotom Wash a ton in the past, and I'm very used to using it. It can do a few things, it can run the Choice Scarf Trick Set, it can run a pretty bulky set with like Pain Split, and just a slow Volt Switcher, etc., with Will-O-Wisp as well. Or it can bring the offensive set with Nasty Plot and like Thunderbolt Hydro Pump. Or it can run bulky Volt Switch. It's got a few sets that it can bring, and I think Rotom Wash is a good. It gets screens as well, which is very nice, like Light Clay. But the valuable thing in this is also it's a Volt Switcher, but it also gets Defog, which is my first hazard removal right now. So I feel like Rotom Wash is a good hazard remover to have on the team, considering I don't think I got a ton. I got a few, I believe, though. So yeah, right now we've got my first 3 Pokemon have already been Pokemon parts of cores, which I actually saw in other teams mainly, that their first few Pokemon weren't Pokemon that were they were just like Pokemon that they thought were good, but they weren't really adding to certain cores, so then they had to use their points, like their big points. I mean their littler points for worse core Pokemon. So yeah. That's why I felt like using my bigger points while I have them on my core Pokemon, then I wouldn't have to go scatting later on for those cores. Okay. Next up that I drafted was Mega Aerodactyl. Okay. When me and my front office are looking at potential fast Pokemon to base my speed tier around, Mega Aerodactyl just stand out crazy. As also Mega Pokemon, I wasn't really looking at any other main Megas, I don't think. Other than possibly Mega Lopunny, but that was still very iffy for me, considering Return is banned. I'm pretty sure. Return is in Galar, so pretty sure it's banned. But Mega Aerodactyl got moves like Dual Wing Beat and Dragon Dance, which Dual Wing Beat is a 40 base move that hits twice in one turn. It's a flying type move. So basically, I'm doing 80 damage for a stab flying type attack. So that's very good, considering the best move before that for Aerodactyl was Aerial Ace, and that was only 60 damage. Okay. Again, most of the Pokemon I drafted right now, Clefable, Kyurem Black, and Mega Aerodactyl, Rotom's got less coverage, but it still has moves like Shadow Ball and Foul Play. Mega Aerodactyl has amazing coverage as well. It's got like the Fire Fang, Earthquake, Ice Fang. It gets things like Iron Head, Psychic Fangs, Crunch, Pursuit. Good moveset. If I have to rely on it with Stealth Rocks, I probably wouldn't try to, but if I needed to, sure, it gets that. Same thing with Defog. Like, if I needed to rely on this as my Defog, then sure. Also having a pretty nice ability in Tough Cores to boost those, like, Fire Fangs and etc. The Fangs moves, the Psychic Fangs. Help me out a little bit, you know what I mean? It gets Crunch, right? I'm pretty sure it gets Crunch. Yes, it gets Crunch, so that's nice as well with that Tough Cores boost. Pretty standard, okay? 150 speed tier is a very good speed tier to base a team around, I feel. It's literally like... Oh, I didn't even realize. It's literally the third fastest Pokemon in Pokemon. Well, that's allowed in this league, okay? So, no, it's the second fastest that's allowed in this league because the new Reggie isn't allowed. Wait, it's gonna be allowed, so it's third, but yeah, you get what I mean. The other one above it is Ninjask, so with 160, and then the new Reggie electric one with 200, which is crazy. So having that speed to be faster than like everything else is just insane. For most Pokemon that are like base 100, I won't even have to bring speed investment. If base 100, like base 110 or something like that, is like they are fastest Pokemon. I won't even have to bring like a Jolly Nature or anything. That'd be great. Bring like Adamant or something. Next up that we drafted is Browne. Sorry if I'm not explaining why I picked these Pokemon as much. It's just because I feel whoever's watching this video will already know the main moves and the main way the Pokemon can be used. Yeah. But I feel like my videos will get better when it's actually the battle and me explaining my plays and stuff. But yeah. Okay, so we drafted Bronzong, ending of our Dragon Fairy Steel Core. I think it's a pretty good core. I know I would have probably liked to get a more offensive Steel type Pokemon, but I think that Bronzong's fine. One of the Steel types that I was looking at was Cobalion. One of my friend hours people didn't like Cobalion because it's like we pick a Steel type to defensively, take the Fairy type hits. Because that's how a Dragon Fairy Steel Core works, to cover the type. And Cobalion is neutral against Fairy type attacks, so yeah. Currently my speed tier has been pretty right, like Kyurem Black with the 95, Clefairy's pretty slow, Rotom's like 86, so it's pretty mid, Aerodactyl's 150, so a month through, and then Bronzong's at 33. So we got like 2 slow Pokemon, and the rest have been like pretty average, well... Runs are pretty average, or Aerodactyl's pretty fast. It's been like pretty in the middle, But Bronzong, again, gets some good coverage moves, I believe. Like Shadow Ball, Rock Slide, Psych Shock. That's not a coverage move, but Grass Knot, gets Earthquake, gets Body Press. It does also get Trick Room as well, so if I want to bring Trick Room, because I did have some Pokemon in the future of the draft that can actually work pretty well with Trick Room, so we could do that one week. Yeah, again, it's a reliable stealth worker, just like Clefable. 2 reliable stealth workers right there. Okay, so that is amazing that we already have 2. Because normally, like, people when they draft a stealth worker, they get like an offensive Pokemon that has stealth worker, which I'm just like, why, Why you want an offensive stealth worker? Get a defense Pokemon that has stealth worker, like Registeel or something. I don't know. Yeah, I felt like Bronzong was a good Pokemon. It's starting to gain that, because my playstyle is very bulky offense. A little bit more offense, but still bulky offense. So good to have this bulky Pokemon. Same with Rotom. Rotom's a good bulky Pokemon. And a Clefable, actually. So, I got some bulk, but then I got that offensive Mega Aerodactyl and Kyurem Black. So, I'm trying to mix it up, alright? Also, Levitate and Heat Proof, his 2 abilities, is very good. Also, I didn't talk about the Clefable stuff. Clefable gets Unaware, so... And Magic Guard, which is very nice, okay. Yeah, so my next pick was Alolan Muck, okay. We were looking at a few Pokemon, we wanted to get a grounded poison. Just gonna say like Toxic Spice and stuff. I know that right now my team isn't that weak to them, actually. But actually, my entire team doesn't care about Toxic Spikes, other than Kyurem Black. Like, when you look at my overall draft, it's pretty funny. Because, like, Clefable gets Magic Guard and stuff, so it doesn't really care. Then Mega Aerodactyl and Rotom, and Bronzong. Bronzong's got Steel type though, but Rotom also got Levitate, Mega Aerodactyl's Flying typing. That's crazy. But also a nice stab knockover, which is very good in my personal opinion. Again, more coverage moves. I'm gonna keep saying this in the video, but it's got Fire Punch, it's got Ice Punch, it's got Giga Drain, it's got a few moves. Okay, it can do some stuff. Okay, Pursuit's also an interesting move. I've used Alolan Muck before, and I've sneakily like versus Shaman, and it was like a 50-50 on like Earth Power and Poison Jab or Pursuit, and I thought they were going to switch out, so I went for Pursuit, and they didn't switch out, and that's hilarious, okay. But also Toxic, so it's 100% going to hit all the time since I'm a Poison type Pokemon. Taunt is also pretty interesting, stuff like that. Overall, it's a mixed Pokemon. You know, it can be defensive and it can be pretty offensive. The defense is with like AV or just max defenses out. With like toxic and stuff like that. Knockoff. And then the offensive is like Gunk Shot, Knockoff, Crunch, max attack, max HP, something like that. This is a Pokemon that can also work under Bronzong's Trick Room that I was talking about, but I'm not really sure about Trick Room. Never used it before, so yeah. Next Pokemon that I drafted was I wanted to get some more Hazard Pokemon. We got Bronzong, we got Clefable, Stealth. I wanted to have another good bulky Pokemon. Two, I don't really know what the reasoning was that I drafted this. It was some good reason though. Okay, trust. Okay, no, yeah, I know. Rodriguez, because toxic spikes actually. Me and my friend Talfus were looking at toxic spikes. We were like toxic spikes versus a lot of these teams is very good. Either they don't have a grounded poison or they don't have reliable defoggers / rabbit spinners. They don't have reliable hazard removal. Except for a few teams, I believe, but those teams don't really want to deal with most of my other Pokemon. So yeah, again, it gets Trick Room, so I can go for that kind of stuff. It's also it's a good what's the word? Statusy Pokemon. It gives me like Taunt and Will-O-Wisp, Trick, Stealth Rocks as well, so it's another good reliable Stealth Rock. Gets Memento, so I want to just set up my Toxic Spikes and Memento out, and have like Kieran Blacks setting up. I mean, not setting up, or have Mega Aerodactyl start going for Dragon Dances, or Kieran Black just start going off or something. It's mental. Also, when they move Poltergeist, it can actually do damage, I suppose. I have no idea. Because Poltergeist is a special attacking move, and Monaringas is not a special. Wait, no, it's a physical. Poltergeist is a physical attacking move, and its physical attack is actually pretty good. So, yeah, it's a bulky Pokemon. It's got the same speed tier as Clefable. Me and my friend Elvis tried to even out our speed tiers. So, yeah. Oh wait, no, it's not. Clefable was 60. Running is 30. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I get the stat by stuff like that. It's a no more explanation. Next up, I actually got sniped. Up to this moment, this is the original plan, okay? With the front office, this is the Pokemon that we picked out specifically while we were planning. Then I got sniped. Why is someone calling me? I have zero idea. Just a... Okay, what was this saying? Oh yeah, I got sniped. I answered the call. Okay. I got sniped, finally. All these players have to hear it. It was a part of the plan, okay? I plan to get KB, I plan to get Clefable, etc. Next my plan was to get Virizion, okay? What do you think? Didn't get Virizion. Then my backup pick for Virizion was Vileplume. Didn't get Vileplume. So I went with Venusaur, which now I'm happy about, okay? That I got Venusaur over Vileplume. I know that Vileplume gets Strength Sap, Venusaur doesn't, but Venusaur is still the much offensive Pokemon, and it still can bring bulkiness to the play. It's got a fairly good special defense set, and a pretty good regular defense set with the enough HP set. Got a good amount of covered moves overall. It doesn't have crazy, but Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, and Earth Power have a very good coverage wide against most of the typings. And if those moves don't hit it, then Knockoff is definitely going to be super effective on it. Unless you are a normal type. So yeah, and it does get again, that Knockoff stuff that doesn't miss. It can bring Sleep Pound and stuff like that. It has less coverage moves than Vileplume, because Vileplume gets Moonblast and stuff, but I still think Venusaur is a good Pokemon. I have no idea if there's a Sun team in this, but if there is, definitely bringing a Chlorophyll against that Sun team. Definitely. Not much to talk about this Pokemon, but yeah. I think it can dish out some good damage. So imagine like Choice Pick Sludge Bomb Venusaur would be crazy. We went to. Next up, guess what? I got sniped again, baby. Yeah, after that Virizion stuff, I was just like, oh my god. And then I planned to get Swallow, and I didn't get Swallow, and then I was like, oh my god, my plan is ruined. How am I gonna find a better speed tier than Swallow? Well, Swallow was like, I don't even know, like higher than 110, I think. Yeah, Swallow's 125. Okay. So I tried to like make my speed tier better. Yeah. So I went with Espeon. Don't really know what to think about this. You know, I think it's a very good offensive Pokemon. I think it can run. It has a good speed tier. It's not the 125, but it is still 110. It's got a good special defense hit, so it can take those hits. And also, Magic Bounce is very good. If I think they're going to go for maybe an Intimidate, like an Incineroar or something. Or a Landorus, etc. Intimidate, reverse the Intimidate off on that physical attacking Pokemon. Maybe like Crocodile or something, I don't know. Some sort of Intimidate Pokemon, okay? I don't know if Salamence got taken, etc. Or even like Stealth Rocks, Toxic Spray, etc. Able to bring this in and reverse it back. So, very good. It doesn't get a ton of coverage moves, but it does still get like the main Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, Psychic move, and like Dazzling Gleam and stuff like that. And also set up with like Calm Mind. Also gets a Wish. Also Heal Bow. So Wish and Heal Bow are the same moves that like Galvable gets. I can't bring them on Espeon. Yeah, my only thing that I'm like iffy on is like having two Psychic type Pokemon, but I don't think they have the same weaknesses other than Ghost, which not really a lot of my team is weak to Ghost. Like you could say, you know, Rodriguez is wow, but like it's not like a priority. Like oh my god, Ghost types are going to destroy me because I have Pokemon that can take those Ghost type hits. For example, like Munchin. Clavable's not like resistance to it, but I can still probably take a Ghost type attack. Okay, so yeah, my next pick, I believe I got sniped again. Actually, I have no idea. What was this? I don't know what this originally was. What was this originally? I have no idea. Let me find out what I got. I think I was planning on getting Cryogonal right here. Which I believe got picked to perform me. Now I'm happy that it didn't happen because I've used Cryogonal before, and every time that I've used Cryogonal, I haven't done good in the league. So, yeah. So I went with Gerda. I was looking at another Defogger, and like, it's sort of straight head, like, you're a Defogger, but if I'm not, you know, have enough moves, or I feel like I want this as my Defogger to make them not expect it, it could be really good. And also just overall as a Pokemon, Girder is pretty fire, you know. The speed is obviously not that great, but we do have like 3 Trick Roomers or something, like, I think. Does Espeon get Trick Room? Wouldn't be surprised. Does Clavibble get Trick Room? No, but we do have like 2 main ones, Browne and Rodriguez. So Girder can still play good. And considering Iron Fist or Guts, so both pretty good. Sheer Force is fine, but you know, I'd probably rather use the Iron Fist or a Guts. Guts bringing like the Flame Orb, or Iron Fist having probably like the EVI Alert or something like that. If bringing that, okay. Again, it gets some good coverage moves. It gets like Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Knock Off, Poison Jab. Yeah, that's like the main. It gets Stone Edge as well, but those are the main things. Also with the Guts, and Flame Orb, and Facade, that's doing a good amount of damage to any Pokemon. Bring it to the list. So yeah, pretty sure this was Cryogonal, and then my last draft pick. How have we been recording for 25 minutes nearly? Oh my god. My last draft pick, it was going to be Monferno, and then I saw that, you know, Gyarados obviously already a fighting type Pokemon. I did actually draft Monferno, and then, yeah, then I didn't do that. I actually have an idea. Do I want to do this? I don't know. No, but I was gonna go with Monferno, and I did actually draft Monferno, but in the grace period, then I went with Braxton. No, I have no idea if I'm gonna actually use Braxton. Just in my head, I had an idea. I'm probably not gonna do it though, cause it uses drop Angota, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, I don't have no idea how I'm gonna use Braxton. I probably am though, just because I feel like it's a good enough Pokemon. Like with a Violite, it could probably do pretty good. A Violite pluses your special defense and stuff by 1.5, right? So those defenses would be pretty good. And it's already like 90 special attack stat, which is fairly okay with like a Fire Blast or a Flamethrower. It gets me like Psyshock, Psychic, Shadow Ball, I believe. It doesn't get Shadow Ball. Wow. Okay. Okay, that's one of the things that's good Pokemon. It does get Wish as well, so, you know, Wish, Protect, Flamethrower, Psychic. I don't know. But, we might trade it, we might not. I think it's a fine Pokemon. If I do trade it, though, don't be crying. So, overall, I think my team is a pretty nice team. Obviously, I'm biased. But I think down the end there, like with Braxton, like, don't look at Braxton and be like, no, this is a bad team, because, like, come on. But I think overall my team is fine, you know. Kieran Black or Fable being the main two Pokemon I tried to throw my team together with. And then these are the main four. The top four I tried to make my team around. And then these other things I added on. And I think they suit with the team. Yeah, you know. That's it for my last analysis, last breakdown. Overall, for like hazards and stuff, we have like 4 Stealth Rock users. And 3 Defoggers, 2 Grounded Poisons, 1 Toxic Spiker, and yeah, it's pretty good. I called that a pretty good draft. 3 Defoggers and 4 Stealth Rockers. That's pretty good, okay. That's pretty good. And 1 Toxic Spike user, I mean, any Toxic Spike user pretty good. 2 Grounded Poisons, that means I have like multiple ways to get rid of Toxic Spike, which is amazing. So yeah, that is my draft analysis breakdown. I have no idea what my team name this league is. I'm pretty sure it is the Munching Munchlax. So, record, man. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. More YouTube videos coming your way. Peace out, guys. Probably the week 1 battle will be up like I don't know, like 4 days from now or something. I have no idea when this video will be uploaded, so I have no idea what I'm going to be playing. Okay, but at the time I'm recording this is the 24th of October, Saturday, 2020. So, yeah. Peace, guys. Peace, guys. Peace out, guys. Hopefully you had a good time watching my video.